Okay. Now it tells me I'm live. All right, still getting used to this live thing. So that ended up being actual fail. I've been talking for about 10 minutes and didn't realize it wasn't even live. So let's go ahead and start that over for you guys. All right. Big old smile on my face. That was quite hilarious. So let's go ahead and start this over again. We'll go ahead and do the analysis portion first for those of you that just want to pause the video. Okay, just for the analysis portion. Then we'll go ahead and talk it through the live stream. And I was saying, Joe Blow, thank you for being here. I see you were here before as well. So appreciate that. Hopefully you guys all had a great day today. There was a lot of action, a lot of volatility, so much going on. The ranges were wild today. We actually were dead on with our analysis once again, and we wanted to go through and do a review of that, plus a little bit of chit chat here on a live. We're going to try to do these live streams every Thursday. So let's go ahead and pull up the chart, and we'll go through that. All right, here goes today's chart. I can't believe I still getting used to the live stream. It's actually funny. I went through all this already. All right. So today, May 5th, 2022, this is the SPY range today. And it says, good morning, traders. We are now post FOMC and have given the outlook going forward, which is not much changed. Inflation will continue to run its course as it weaves its net, hitting sector by sector. This gives us the groundwork we need to know for the foreseeable future. We will continue to use the ranges as our guide and leading factor for the markets. As for today, yesterday, wild upthrust poked right through levels that were meant for days ahead, meaning that they were not supposed to be hit yesterday. You guys know how we do things. For those of you members, we work on cycles, right? So those were not meant to be hit, hence why the big drop today. Now notice what it says here. This is posted at 7:28 a.m. This can be thought of pinholes in a ship that will slowly bleed over time and fill up the boat with water, in this case, cell pressure, until the boat is too heavy and begins to sink, breaking key supports below, i.e. the triple stack. We're not quite at the triple stack yet. We'll see if we get there today. But oh boy, did we have one heck of a sell today. That was one big bull trap. Quite phenomenal to see. I know a lot of people that were caught in that. Yeah, drink of water. A lot of people that were caught in that. So that makes it for a very volatile environment. A lot of people got off guard with today's move. So how do you prepare for stuff like that? By knowing the ranges, knowing the key signals that the market is giving you. Yesterday we had that triple stack that was given. Today, look at this sell here. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and go down some more. We might actually catch some live trades for you guys too. We'll see. But let's go ahead and finish with this. For those of you just watching this for the recap. Now it says here SPY range today. All right, SPY range today is 425.79 to 427.54, with a unique quadrant being currently valid in the chart. This is a quite symmetrical and mathematical basis and very cool to watch. That quadrant is 424.04 through 425.79 for the lower end, and 430.33 to 431.76 for the higher end. These are unique. When they form, they're much like a triple stack below and a rare occurrence. SPY bulls today simply for the foreseeable future is to get price back above. This is in the pre-market when we posted this. So here's the image of the pre-market. This is what we had and what we were looking at this morning. That's what it looked like. So SPY bulls simply to get for the foreseeable future to get price above and keep it price above 427.54. This will come by way of keeping all 60-minute closes above 424.04, which oh boy did they fail miserably. So that goes ahead and puts the bear plan in play for today, which is still here in play, and that is going to be SPY bears are working with the same information as the bulls, as they too have a nice upper end of the quadrant above. SPY bears will do all they can to keep price from getting to 427.54 and below, and thus will need to keep all 15-minute closes below 427.54. SPY bears closing any 60-minute candle below 421.68 opens a door for a fail of 419.39. Very, very key there, guys. Very key. So we were able to identify that bright and early for the members. And let's go ahead and pull up the SPY chart. Have you guys take a look. Let me get that one moment. Kind of getting used to this live streaming, so getting monitors all set up. There we go. All right, so here's that triple stack we've been discussing for a couple days. If you guys have been watching these videos, pay attention to that right here. This fails, oh boy, are we in for 400. So this purple line right here. Those of you that just come in, watch the video just for the numbers real quick in and out. Pay attention to all these numbers we're posting each and every single day. They are important. They're not your standard pivots. Okay, anything you see in red like this is a standard pivot out of any textbook. Anything else is custom to us and our systems that we use. So here is our 464. Notice where that 427.54 was. Excuse me. This was the important part where bears needed to go ahead, where bulls needed to go ahead and get back above. If they would have pulled back above here and stayed up here, at least for the first half of the day, it could have dipped below and it would have been able to hold this range to push higher. We did not. If you saw that video yesterday, the Apex recap, I did mention this in yesterday's Apex video. There's a big key level here on the E-mini, and that's what I shorted, and that was what I was using as my backstop. So today, that went ahead and failed horribly, and now we ended up below the quadrant. So quadrant meaning this level to this level. So these two little squares here. It's quite unique when that formulates. Okay, these are not just drawn off a daily chart or just drawn off of whatever pivots that people use. You know, we have our own unique systems that we use. That is why they are so accurate. So the moment we lost this 15-minute close, we said, all right, let's go ahead and see if we get that 60-minute close below. All right, here, 419.39. And oh boy, did we. Where does that take us to? As soon as we saw that 60-minute close right here, we knew we were going in for the triple stack. We've been talking about this triple stack for a few days now. Go back and watch the video, see where we got that from. Okay. Now, if this triple stack breaks, like I said, we will be down here at 454. Okay, but for now, this is just a normal formation. We have another hour and a half or so before the next formation sets in. So we'll see if any other trades pop up. But what a fail today. Lots of volatility, lots of moves here. Go back to the 15-minute chart. It's just easier on the eyes on the 15-minute chart. So we actually ended up catching this short here at work. Very, very nice short here. Good move. And then as far as the Apex account goes, we'll do a video on that one. Had one trade that was a good one. We tried to build some cushion for the real trade. Second trade came in and we were not able to catch that. Actually did not get a fill on that one at the designated price I was looking for. So, oh well. Now we just sit and wait, see if we get another setup here by the end of the day. If not, we will go ahead and enjoy this live stream with you guys. You know, try to get used to these, try to get people in a routine. Come in, ask questions, see what we're looking at. But as far as today's analysis, that was pretty much it. For those of you that are just coming in to watch that, so we're right around 14 minutes, which is usually what the analysis videos are like. So that's what we were looking for. First 15-minute closes start to get below. Remember what we said in that, I think it was 3 or 4 days ago? Below 422.33, things are not okay. Above 422.33, things are okay. So the fact that we had to immediately give all that move back after Fed Powell's speech, and we're right back below, that is not a good sign, guys. Not a good sign at all. So what we're going to end up doing is more than likely breaking this triple stack and coming down here. So unless we can recover this today, you know, this is going to start to do something like so, right? Maybe it'll dip back down. let's say we get, somewhere by the end of the day, we end up something like this, and end up in here. As long as we can finish the day up in this zone, we might be okay. If that does not happen, then we'll have to see what the overnight closes gives us, but more than likely we're coming down to this 454 zone. Quite cool to see. Lots of activity, lots of market. One moment, guys. Got some emails coming in. So let me get that email. Important work messages. There we go. So that's what we'll end up looking for. We'll see if this fails. We might catch another good short opportunity up in here, up in this zone. If we can catch this short here, come on down, we will look to ride that. But we shall see. For now, we just sit here and wait. Enjoy this live stream with you guys. That's about all we have for the analysis recap. We'll go ahead and do an apex later on. Still gotta figure out how to get music on here. At least licensed music so I don't get copyrighted again. Did a pretty cool intro video a few days ago and had no, was not able to keep it up. Had a copyright strike over one of the songs that was on there. So that was unfortunate. So now we just sit here and wait. Let's see if we can catch a trade setup. I like how we're holding this level here. Let's go ahead and go over. I know one of our members, Southpaws, wanted to know a little bit of information about what we had looking forward. So let me go ahead and pull that up. So this is what we'll be looking for forward. Pull up the correct chart. Almost there. Although it makes it quite difficult. You can't get the zoom to work in just right. TradingView's zoom feature, when you have more than one asset class or one asset on the chart, it's a little tricky. It's not letting me put them both on the chart at the exact same time. At least per scale. So we'll do one by one. Not sure why it's doing that, but I'll get rid of that. We will go ahead and do one by one for you guys. Alright, so let me pull up that chart. Here we go. So you should have the SPY chart up. This is for 2008. And again, you can go through and run all this yourselves, run it against the oil. So what do you have when you have inflation? What do you have when you're in the beginnings of a bear market, the beginnings of a crash? Okay, you start to see lots of this formation, lots of volatility comparatively to a move like this. Right, so we've already had that initial move. Okay, 2003, after the 2000s. Okay, after that happened, that bear market, Fed stepped in, rescued the market, normal action behavior. You get the next move up, runs right across for roughly, in this case was what? 5, 6 years or so, then you'll start to see a lot of volatility start to kick in. You get a big dump, big break, and then you'll start to see some sort of a rescue, some sort of a uh, where all hope steps in, right? This is where the hope steps in, all through this phase, which is what we are in now. Okay, this phase right here. Okay, now let's go ahead and compare that to what we just are in now. Here we go. Notice the similarities. Okay, 2020 drop. Even if you want to use the little miniature 2015, either way, nice big extended move. We'll start to get a long period of volatility. It lasts a while, wears everyone down. Then you'll get a period of hope where everything seems to be okay. So we'll start to see some sort of a move. Something like this, right? This will start to come up here. This might not be this exact line. We'll get the numbers narrowed down as we go forward for the members. But it'll start to look something like this. When that low breaks, that is the crack. Okay. One key signal you want to look for is going to be oil. Okay. Number one commodity of the world, oil. Let's go back over here to 2008. Okay, this is going to be the phase that you are looking for. This is the phase we are in now. Okay, right there is where we are now. Now compare that with SPY chart that we just showed you. Okay, you're going to want to see this start to consolidate in a high peak, high low. Okay, oil does not typically get this type of volatility. It's usually nice ranges, big drops, big jumps. Okay, but high peaks, high lows, big wide like this, right? Big wides of these. And you'll see a phase, and then you see the leg. Something like that is what we're looking for. Okay, that is your indicator of where we are at. This is a world commodity. There's a lot going on here in other countries. So what you're going to be looking for is just to break out, retest, hold, and then start to run higher. That is when you know we are close to the end. Okay, you're going to see a big rally in oil prices. Okay, 150 plus. So now let's go to where we are at now. Okay, what does this look like? Yeah, we got this peak, and yes, this very well could fail. This does something like this, fails down. That's a very good positive sign for the market, if that is to occur. Not what we are anticipating here, not what we are looking for here, but that is always an option on the table. Okay. For now, the phase we are in is same thing we said. High peaks, low valleys. Okay. High peaks. You want to see this pop up, retest, and continue on. This puts us up near 150 or through 150. So all the way up in this zone. That is what we'll be looking for. Okay, that along with other symbols. You want to see this. And pull this up for you guys. You want to see oil raising higher. Okay, you're going to want to see gold running. Let's go ahead and go through gold. That's not giving me any more data. Okay, so the charts we use at work are a little bit different. Then the other one you want to pay attention to is the rates. The 5 crossing the 30. Okay, everybody pays attention to the 210. You want to make sure you pay attention to the 5 and 30. For now, this is the phase we are in. Okay, we are holding this 2729 percentage points. We're going to come up and test this 3.485 percentage. That's going to go ahead and put a lot of pressure on EPS, a lot of pressure on earnings, a lot of pressure on companies to produce, okay, which they are not going to be able to make. Okay, last quarter was peak earnings quarter. Let's go ahead and look at names like Amazon. I know you guys haven't all been in here, but we were talking about last quarter, where we just showed you on the SPY chart, right? Long period of volatility, where the hope sets in, and the crash. So you start to see this one by one by one by one. Tesla, Apple are next. Okay, you start to see the speculative names get hit. P-Tone, Zoom, AMC, um, all the crap meme names that everyone was into in 2020, right? Kind of how this works. Markets just go in cycles. Okay, peak earnings was right up in here. Then we had another good earnings, and this one they bombed. Okay, Facebook, same thing. Okay, now what do we have here? Like, let's say a Python. Speculative name. A lot of people caught holding this from way up here. Okay, just a speculation bubble. All part of being in the bubble phase. Zoom, same thing. How can you identify these? It's quite simple. All you have to look for is a fisherman. So fisherman's hook, hockey stick, whatever reference you want to say. So you'll notice that all these start to do this. Okay, this when you know when you're approaching a bubble. Okay, you can just go through these repeatedly. Same thing. Okay, this had late IPO, but just imagine that same formation. Okay, what's another name that was hot? AMC. Okay, macro view. Everyone zooms in too much into these charts. Okay, what was the other one? There's another big hot one. Firm. Same thing. Okay, these are all the speculative names that start to get hit first. Okay, and then of course the one everyone gets upset over. This one. This is what a horrible name this is. But same concept, right? And then you get the big crash. Once that's all depleted, they've squeezed out as much participation out as they can out of all these speculative names, right? Then they start to hit the mid caps. They start to hit the large caps. Okay, there's your Microsoft. We haven't hit that hope phase like we just showed you in the Amazon chart. Have not hit that portion yet. Okay, they'll start to hit the top names that people will hold on to. Okay, this is the value names. After value names get hit, then commodities will start to take a dump after commodities rise. So, in that case, like this one here, commodities will start to take a dump. Commodity names, I should say, not the commodities themselves, but the commodity names will start to take a dump. MOS, NEM, okay, the E, let's see, FCX, A. Okay, this is nothing new. Okay, this is all absolutely normal action. Okay, but all the people that have just joining up within the past 3-4 years in the market think that this is just goes up. Not how it works, guys. Okay, Bitcoin we'll see down here below 25,833.73 will be down here in this zone somewhere. Okay, but as I was saying a little bit ago, the main thing, I know some of you just coming in now, main thing you want to look for here is the next phase. Okay, watch for this phase to come in. Like I was explaining a little bit ago, you'll see oil. Oops. Okay, and start making high peaks, high valleys, like so. Break out, test, and run. Okay, that's when you know you're approaching that secondary phase, like we just showed you on the SPY chart. Okay, once that oil starts to make a top, you'll start to see the full-on market crash. Okay, this could be any time up in anywhere in here. All right, so we do expect to see 150 plus on oil, 148.90, 148.80, something like that of that sort, which is going to go ahead and give us what did we just show you? Show you again. Do it twice in this video, and everybody else can go through and watch the recording. So here we go in 2008. You get a pre-crash, right? The pre-dump. Nice volatility phase, things go okay. And then you'll start to see a lot of market volatility. Okay, this is the phase that is behind us now. These type of moves. That cracks, then you'll get that secondary leg. This is where, get rid of that. You'll start to see hope. Okay, this is the hope. This is where things are okay. Usually you'll start to see a lot of Fed talk, a lot of Fed recovery, a lot of economists out talking heads on TV about how everything is okay. That is through this whole phase of the market. And this can last anywhere, 6 months to 18 months. Okay, this is normal. What ends up happening, you'll get some sort of a rally. That rally is going to get sold into. Hold on one moment, guys. I take a little bit of syrup there to get starting to get a little bit of dry mouth from talking so much. But we'll start to see that phase just like so. Okay, and I have a diagram here. Let me see if I still have that up. This will be quite the diagram to show you guys. I do not have it up any further. So, okay, unfortunately. But essentially what it looks for is now change all this over to right here. Okay, a line chart. You guys have all seen this. As a matter of fact, I might even be able to Google it. Here we go. Yeah, I found it. Right here. Okay, pay attention here. This is what we're looking at. Take off, first sell out, enthusiasm, drop, that return to normal, that hope. Okay, this is the phase we are in now. Okay, not that hard to see. Okay, pay attention there. Now, what do you see here? This is 2008. Okay, same thing. The pre-crash, the hope, and the secondary phase comes up. So let's go ahead and go to current action. We are much higher prices. We are much higher volatility. So again, same thing. Pre-crash, which was the COVID crash in this case, move up, wide range of volatility. That volatility breaks, okay, which is the phase we are currently coming into now. We're going to see some type of a break, okay, return back to normal. Here is the hope phase. This can go all the way up here. This can go anywhere in here. Then this is going to be where things start to take a turn. Right in this phase here is where you want to see oil prices. Oil prices spiking. Oil is going to go ahead and all through this run here, we're going to hit one heck of a price on oil, 150 plus. After that occurs, then you'll start to see the market taking a downturn as the pressure just gets way too high, not just on the US, but worldwide. Okay, let me go ahead and go back to my candlesticks. So every now and then it's good to go through and look at um, line charts. Okay, line charts are very, very key. So let's see where we are at today. So here we go, testing this level again. Yeah. You pull up that SPY chart again, see if we catch a trade on this. Here we go. All right, let's go ahead and pull this up. All right. It'd be nice to catch a trade here. Catch us on the live stream. Did you guys trade anything today? If you did, let us know. Put it in the comments down below. I want to know what you guys traded. Let's do some chart review. Ask some questions. Don't be shy. There's a lot more of this action to come ahead, so. Joe, you caught AMD, huh? How'd you do on that name? I actually like AMD. It's going to be on one of the names on the shopping list. So once we get past that hope phase we just drew out, and we get that next leg down, we'll start inching into names that we have on our shopping list, names that we have on our accumulation list. So of course that list will be given out to members, but for now we'll still be waiting and waiting for that day to come. So we are actually in this Tesla. Tesla's performing quite well for us. Got short on this one back in here. Got tons of profits through here. Reloaded back up in here, and haven't taken any other profits yet, just yet. So we'll see how this one works out. This one we are looking for a nice big drop. You can see where we have our next levels. Down between 471.75 to 386.57. Anywhere in this zone here is what we're looking at for Tesla. Apple very key. Let's see if we catch this on live stream. So we have something to reference later. So this 156.59 breaks here, guys. That coupled with what we are seeing here. Okay, this is very, very steadily coming. We're going to go ahead and see this crack formation. Okay, pay attention here. Those of you who've been watching the Apex videos, what are we looking for here? Okay, same thing. First yellow bar. Yes, it's a 15-minute chart. No, we would not trade on this chart, but does not change the calculation method. So we have two prints. We have the drop, the quadrant break. Okay, big flush out. Now what you're going to have. This is the first moment of hope. Okay, you're going to see a formation, which we are in now. Okay, watch that break. We'll come down into this zone. See if that holds. Another yellow bar before we get the rally. Or fail. I mean, this could very much fail. So either way, right up in here is going to be another trade setup. So this is one that we'll be looking at here shortly. See if we catch this on video for you guys. If not, then we'll do a recap on it later on. But for now, these live streams will be a little bit dry since we're new. We just got a few subscribers, but over time, people start trickling. People start to ask questions. More questions you guys ask, the better. Makes for better content. Also for better education. Although I do gotta get some music on these live streams. I have to figure out on YouTube later on today on how to add music to these safely without getting banned. Alright, telling the numbers now, watching for a trade here. Alright, what we're looking for is a break of this triple stack here. Okay, pay attention to the videos we've been talking about the past few days. Very key level we've been watching here. Looks like we're going to get that trade set up. We got about another 22 minutes or so to go. So while we wait for that trade setup to come in, let's go ahead and get a little bit of entertainment going. Got to keep the mind entertained so you don't make mistakes while you're trading. So what I am going to go ahead and do is pull up a little bit of a mental distraction. Alright, let's go ahead and grab a little bit of this while we wait for that trade setup to come in, see if we get an entry on this trade. If not, that is okay. Oh, streaming. It's like, why is it running a little slow? I forgot I was streaming. Sorry, we got a few minutes left on this stream. Hopefully we get a trade set up here. Would be quite awesome if we do. Nice, he juked his own teammate. Alright, watching this candle formation here on the left. Watch this SPY chart. See if we get this triple stack break. Still no trade set up, just waiting. Gonna let this pop up a little bit more, and we'll be looking for a short trade here. Like I said earlier, we got about 22 minutes, which is now about 5-6 minutes left. So we'll see what actually ends up occurring here. SPY's coming up for that back test of 414.64 after a print. All right, we got 9 minutes left on this 15-minute close. So here's the part where I'll start to look for a short. Nope, cancel that. All right, turn that off. All right, let's go ahead and look for a short here.
Order filled.
All right, grab it one. I'm gonna try to build up to 5 or 10 if we can. So stop is going to be, I'll pull up the chart as well so you guys can see the chart. So here is the setup. Okay, remember, from the Apex account, same setup, right? A formation, that low to breakout, breakdown, I should say. So look to build into this. We already have a $450 cushion on the day. So let's see what we can turn that into, guys. There we go. Short. So far only one. Right. I did not get to load up on the size I wanted. I'm going to go ahead and take profit here.
Target filled.
All right. So there goes target on that one for another $400. Still very light on the day. Not too happy with that one. Let's go ahead and put up the upper screen again. So you can see there was the fill price right there. Really, really wanted 5 or 10 contracts. Thought we'd get a little bit more consolidation up here to be able to load up some more. Very unfortunate. It was not able to get loaded. So, but key lesson we could talk about here is you still have to follow the rules, right? You have to follow your process. So we had just about a 10-point move. There's no reason not to take profits in that. Had we gotten the full size that we wanted, thought we would get a little bit more consolidation, was able to get in up to 10 contracts at least. Unfortunate to only grab that one. So only got that one contract, grabbed it for 10 points, and just about another 400. So 825 on the day. Still not ideal. Not what I wanted. Let's go ahead and pull up the chart for you. Here goes the chart again. Let's get rid of that. Oh, that's why it's doing that. Oops. My apologies. Screen. That is why. Here we go. Now you can see the chart. So here goes that setup we were just talking about. Oh, well. So you're going to see this red line here start to trail and trickle down. So had you got more than one contract, you get the 10, 15 contracts we were looking for. Peace out. All the way down through here. and then you always leave a trailer and let that trailer run with the stop right here. So, was good. Was able to catch that trade live. Was actually quite fun. Very good setup there. Very good to watch. Now let's go ahead and see if we can catch any more of it. We do expect a lot more of that move, but again, have to follow a rules-based process, guys. There are a lot of people that just go through and hope and dream and wish of big numbers. It's not the way to trade. You come in, you do a single process each and every single day after you have proven it that it works for you. Okay? Everybody's process is going to work differently. They may be similar, they may be close, but you do have to adapt any process to yourself. So no matter what book you learn from, what videos, from our courses, our videos, our systems that we trade, any of that, right? You have to go ahead and follow the process that is adapted for you. Are you a fearful trader? Are you a greedy trader? Are you a holder? Do you like to pile in for size, right? If nothing wrong with any of these things, right? You just have to find the strategy that works for you and start small. If you know you're a power hungry, foot-led, heavy-footed trader, then what you do, you wait until your A+ setups. Start those with small, build some confidence underneath you, build some gains. Once you know you have a setup, you can come in, day out, no matter what market cycle you are in. Those are the ones you can pile in on. Okay, there's some people that are fearful traders. They just like to scalp. Okay, this is why our indicators are built the way they are. We have trailing stops. We also have profit targets. So if a trader likes to have the risk confirmed before entering the trade, right? Likes to know where the profit target is, give you peace of mind. That's what this indicator is for. If you're a holder, here goes a nice trailing stop for you. If you're somebody that likes to pile in some size, then you use the cycles. Lots of diversity here, lots of activity to go through. Okay, be sure to ask questions. Don't be shy, guys. But great trade there. To go ahead and end the stream. We got about 3 minutes left. We want to do an hour of these streams every Thursday. We'll go ahead and jump on, answer questions, talk about market outlooks, talk about the future, what we're seeing. Try to catch a trade every Thursday if we can. If not, that's okay as well. And go ahead and do a little bit of gaming. So, went ahead and won a round in Rocket League. Caught ourselves a great trade. We'll more than likely close up the day here. We'll see. Looking for the break of the triple stack. Remember the triple stack, so we can leave this video before doing the apex. So let me pull up the right screen again. Again, this triple stack right here. Looking for this to break. There goes the second test. This is right now where we shorted. Just covered a bit here on the E-minis. And we'll look for this to go ahead and roll over, which would be 1 or 2 candles from now. Start to come down in this zone. And then look for that to trickle down. See what happens overnight. If we gap this overnight, okay, pay attention here. If we gap this overnight in the morning, you're going to get an immediate reversion, depending how far the gap is. If we're way down here, then that's a different story. But if we just gap this and we're hanging around, let's say, right here, right, you're going to get some push in the morning that tries to get that above. This is going to be another bull trap, unless they can cover whatever zones, and that'll be in tomorrow's analysis. Okay, so we'll be shorting tomorrow into that as well. So it all depends on what happens in the overnight action. But other than that, great trading day so far. We'll see if this triple stack breaks. Watch for this apple. Remember we were going through the apple chart, guys? Apple chart 156.59. Watch that, and then, oh boy, get ready. A lot more volatility, a lot more action. All right, guys. Appreciate you that joined in for the live stream. See you next Thursday on the live. Like the video, comment down below any questions you want to see answered in the future. Here we go, put on the coupon for you guys. Don't be shy, coming in, take the trial, $29.99, can't beat that. Everybody's got $10. So, see if this is for you, see how the analysis can help you. Alright guys, appreciate it, and see you guys next week on next week's live stream. Or later on in the Apex video if you guys watch that. Later, guys.